All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to a very special episode of the BCP where we are talking all things Vals Pals Go to War October 3rd in Ocean Gate, New Jersey. That's right, tickets are still available. Get yours now at eventbrite.com. I see Chad approves over there. And guys, please welcome back to the show. We are not worthy. This show does not happen without this guy. He is the pillar of the show. He is the founder, CEO, director of Standalone Wrestling, Pro Wrestling After Dark, and the godfather of the indies, breeder of television talent, super dad, and by now a first ballot BCP Hall of Famer. We are not worthy. The pillar of the show himself, Mr. Chad Minez. Chad, how are you, man?
I'm amazing. That's way too much. You're putting me over too much. I'm just a toilet cleaner, okay? Really.
Oh, not true. Not true at all. Like I said, Chad, just don't forget us wherever you end up, man, because we are not worthy. And Chad, thank you for a few minutes, but more importantly, thank you for putting together this great show. Vals Pals Go to War again in Ocean Gate, New Jersey. Get your tickets now. Shameless promo aside, I'm so excited to welcome to this show Supermom, photographer, and making her debut, the lovely Miss Kim Falzarano. Kim, how are you?
I am doing excellent now. Come on. I'm doing wonderful. We're having a good day.
That's great. That's good to hear. 2020 has been so crazy. It's just so good to see you guys. It's so good to have wrestling. Kim, you have amazing kids. Bella helped me host a very intense interview with violence. She's putting my guys to shame, so I got to whip them into shape. So so happy to talk to you guys. Let's start at the beginning. Let's talk about Vals Pals Go to War 2020. We're in a pandemic. Somehow we're able to get wrestling. I'm so grateful for that. Chad, how did this happen, man?
So for me, I really don't have the desire to run as many wrestling shows as I used to or want to and stuff like that. Helping out Billy, helping out Danny at ICW. And, I met Kim and the family after, the SWF stuff and through Billy. And I know how the fundraisers didn't go as they should have. And on my end, I just wanted to make things right, do good things for the family. During it's tough times right now, so bring something back for the fans. And this was actually enticing to me and actually something that I was excited to do. And, I just asked Kim if I could. And she seemed excited, and things just started to roll from there. And that's when we came up with the show. And there's Mr. Logan.
Oh, my baby, Logan.
Hi.
Now he's going to be in the Battle Royal. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, his brother will be. His brother's going to be in it.
Oh,
That's
Carter,
my pick.
he's doing it for Val. Come on.
Carter's doing it for Val. Yeah, Carter loves Val. Logan loves the whole family, too. And, I came up with Goes to War as the theme of the show because we're bringing these promotions together, So all these promotions are going to war for Val. I thought the name rhymes, the name fits, so I thought it's perfect. And just putting Val front and center, he's leading the soldiers. That was a thought with the poster with Charlie.
I love it. Love it. That's great. So obviously, a lot of the proceeds from this show are going to Val and family, which I'm just so happy about. That's what it's all about. That's what this community is about. Kim, for those who haven't had the pleasure of meeting Val yet, Ali Rex's #1 fan, I will say that. Tell everyone a little bit about our guy Val.
Oh, Val, Val got it. We got into wrestling kind of. Well, Val has cerebral palsy to start with. He has CP. He had meningitis at 2 months. That's how he got it. And he's never walked or talked. So out in public, not a lot of people talk to him. He doesn't have a lot of social, And then we got into wrestling and they did a show for him, which it sucked what happened with it, but it brought us to everybody. I mean, I met Billy and Donna and Charlie and all of them. And I mean, you're going to start me crying from the very beginning.
Oh, we're already?
But what happened? But I mean, like I said, when we go places, people don't nobody talks to my poor kid. And he's an amazing freaking kid. And when we went to wrestling from day one, like the wrestlers came over and they were like, Val, what's up? Even when he would be out of it or not having a good day, they were still like, what's up, dude? We love you. High fiving him, giving him hugs. I mean, I'm this Corona sucks because I miss them. I miss the hugs. I miss the high fives. I miss all that. And he misses it. But they took to him like it was like he was their little brother. And it melts my heart because he needs that. He needs that socialization. He needs those people that see him for how amazing he is. I see him like that already because I'm mom. But for other people to see him, it's heartwarming. And then they took my daughter in too. I mean, she's got so many big brothers. When she starts dating, she's dead.
I love it.
Yeah, so I feel bad for her. So I feel bad for the poor fool who falls in love with her.
Oh, man. I love it. Shout to Bella real quick, who is, again, putting me and my guys to shame right now, doing an awesome job at an early age. Oh, there she is.
My little star.
Bella, I love your hair, by the way. I got to do something like red or something like that.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
For Vals Pals. So this is really awesome. And real quick, Kim, how did you get your start like with the wrestling? Did you guys like watch on TV? Was it like a family thing?
I always watched it as a kid. I always watch it. Please, I watched like the first WrestleMania. My whole neighborhood, we came to my house. We bought the pay-per-view at my house, and everybody came to my house and watched it. So I've watched wrestling. Like Ultimate Warrior is my favorite. Come on, he's my all-time favorite. I love him. Macho Man. That's my error, and then I stopped watching it for a while, and then we had the wrestling show, and somebody had called and said, hey, we'd like to do a show, and I was like, oh my God, wrestling, because I'd been living life taking care of my son. I didn't do anything, and like I said, the second we got into it, and now Bella, between her and Val, it is wrestling everything. Everything is wrestling. Bella knows from AEW, NXT, WWE, all of our guys. She knows your moves. She knows what to do. She's ready to like script the play stuff. She's
really?
She's hooked. And Val, oh yeah, she's hooked. And Val just loves it. He loves they treat him like he's just like everybody else.
Yeah.
I mean, when he had his last surgery, Allie sent him a letter. She sent him a bunch of pictures. She made his day. And I still, it's amazing.
That's what
and I love taking the damn pictures and being there and being part of it.
We love the pictures.
They come out great. Yeah, you're a huge part of it, and that's what it's all about. The community. It's been a rough year. I'm very public about that. It's been a rough year for everybody. Let's be honest. And just having the wrestling, give back to all of us. I'm very thankful to Casey wore my shirt to the. I mean, come on, like everyone just reaching out. Wrestling.
I know. When Casey came out in your shirt, I was like, oh my God.
I was emotional. Yeah, but again, the wrestlers checking in on everybody. That's what it's all about. I love this community. I love everyone just taking care of each other. So Chad, I'll throw this back to you, my man. So you're putting on a charity show. It's going to be Vals Pals, October 3rd. And we're seeing some big names on this card. Like, what was the starting point for you? We got a nice show coming together here. Where was your head at?
Yeah, for the beginning, I was just going to do, our guys and stuff like that. And just like every other show I book, I start to get a little crazy and start to get a little creative. Like, you know what? When I stopped running, I owed Brian Cage a booking. And, of course, I want to make everything right for everybody. So I said, dude, Brian, I'm doing a show. It's in New Jersey. You're in AEW now. Can you do me a favor? Can you do the show? And then, he asked around and stuff like that. And, we got the approval for that. And, okay, what can I do here? Okay, let's put him in the main event. Champion Sean Donovan. Right away, a great match. And I said, let's do a little something different. Let's do a little AEW versus standalone versus Impact. So then I said, who would be a good fit for Impact? So now we're going to have a big, strong guy who could do flippy stuff if he wants to, strong style. Sean Donovan, strong style, wrestling. And then you have Ace Austin, who a high flyer. So you have a good combination of everything. The main event alone is going to be something spectacular.
Hell yeah.
I mean, fans, I mean, if you're listening right now, if this is the first you're hearing of Vals Pals Go to War, we have AEW talent, we have Impact talent, we have some of the best indie talent in the world. Chad, I've been very public about saying this. I feel like, in a way, you started AEW, all with Boardwalk Weekend. That's just how I feel about it. You got a lot of people in the same room. That's all I'm saying.
If I take credit for
the man,
I'm going to remain silent.
But it's a great caliber show for anyone checking out Standalone or Pro Wrestling, all these brands coming together. That's good. And Chad, man, something I really admire about you, man, I mean, the list goes on, but something, that you always do is you're very about working with other promotions, as we see at Vals Pals Go to War. Sometimes people have fallings out, which happens in this business all the time, which happens in the music business, with promoters left and right. And you just made such a good name for yourself. And you're always, like, for the most part, willing to, like, mend fences and work with people, man. Tell us a little bit about your philosophy.
Yeah, I have good and bad relationships, just like everybody else. I could be the biggest asshole. I could be the nicest guy. Wrestling is so, like, it's called carny, circus theme. The beginning of wrestling was never good. From, when Vince McMahon changed the word of territories and started to do the takeover, and, on the local scene, it's the same way. And, you just find the right people that you connect with. Sometimes you have falling out. Sometimes you can fix them. Sometimes you can't. There's a limit to all those types of things, just like any personal relationship. And I try my best for the fans, for the other promoters, to bring wrestling back to where it was. I try hard, but at the same time, I'm very outspoken as well. I call out other promoters and stuff. Yeah. I just lost 30 days promoting Vals Pals for being outspoken. So for the rest of the weeks here, all my page is going to be about Val and promoting, and I can't get banned in the next couple weeks.
Don't get thrown off again.
Yeah.
I almost brought him in his live from Facebook jail. I decided not to do that. Now, Kim, throwing it back to you again. Everyone listening, this is for a great cause. Even if you can't make the show, if you're not comfortable, whatever it is, you can donate a seat. Check it out on Eventbrite.com. Check out the event page, Vals Pals Go to War, on Facebook.com right now. Lots of good stuff that you're doing for a great family. So Kim, tell us a little bit, you touched on this a little bit already, about the connection with the actual wrestlers. Like we talked about Ali Rex. I've seen a lot of videos of like Hog coming over, riding the golf cart. Come on.
Hog is like Val's nutty big brother, like the one that I had and like threw in the corner for a while. Now we let him back out again. Hog is crazy. The connection him and Val have is amazing. I mean, the two of them together from the first show, he came up and he just took Val and he ran off with and if you know me, I don't like, I'm very protective of Val, and he just took off with him. I'm like, what the hell? This guy just took my freaking kid. If you could have saw Val's face, he was ecstatic. We went to one show and I had his power chair and they couldn't get him off the curb. The wrestlers came out, they picked up the freaking chair and brought him in. Like it's amazing. I've had a bunch of them. They've come to my house. They're part of my family. Chenzo, Bella's made him more staplers and cheese graters and stuff. He's another one. He's like a brother to Val. Ace, he's been here a bunch of times. I mean, they treat him so like family. I mean,
yeah.
It's amazing because, like I said, he doesn't have that. I mean, he does with my actual family, but they're family. They have to like us. But
yeah, I think there's a misconception when people see Val too. Maybe people don't think Val could really think right or react right. And even over the last weekend when we're doing the filming over there, Val is that funny and that much of a goofball that he was taking his drink and he's throwing it on the ground and he just was keeping his reaction. And Kim would go over, stop doing that, Val, stop playing, and he would bust out laughing hard because he was playing a game.
Oh,
You
yeah.
know?
You tell a dirty joke in the other room, and he will be laughing in his room because he's. Oh, that's what people misconceive about him. You're right there. Because he can't speak, a lot of times people think he's not so smart. He's smarter than you think, people. He is always listening. He will crack, even when he's dazed because he's exhausted. He does get in those dazed things. He's listening. And if you crack a joke or say, look at those boobs, he's going to look at the boobs and start smiling and crack up laughing. Like, he's there. He's just, being Val is exhausting. You know, a day for him is exhausting. Just being him. His body fights him all day long. You know, so when you guys make him smile, when the wrestlers come over and they give him that relief and that happiness, it's amazing because he doesn't get it that often. You know, we live for wrestling now. You know.
That's what it's all about. It really is a blessing. And I will say this: Val is quite the ladies' man. I see all those pictures.
Definitely.
Yeah.
He bought flowers for Miss Vicky on her birthday. Yes. Well, before COVID, that's his MO. He'll go up to a girl or an old lady. It doesn't matter as long as it's female, and he will grab their hand and kiss it. That's his thing. He's a gentleman. You know, and that's how he gets them. He knows the way to the lady's heart.
I'm gonna have to have a conversation and get some. But anyway, I digress. You guys mentioned Vinny, who's been great. Now there is actually like a pre-show going on. Chad just announced that last night. With Vinny, we're gonna be a big part of the pre-show as well. We have a lot of giveaways for the kids. We got some cool stuff for Val, maybe for Bella too. We'll see what we got. Lots going on for this pre-show. This is gonna be a great card. Real quick, little shameless promo. Let's run it down, Chad. We got Wrecking Ball Legursky versus Mike Verna. That's a good one. You already mentioned the standalone heavyweight championship match. Man, this is going to be a barn burner, dude.
Oh, man. That's going to be amazing.
Stoked for that one. So, again, anyone listening, we have Impact versus AEW versus Sean Donovan, who is the current heavyweight champion right now. And I'll ask you this, Chad, as I'm going through the card, man, and like I said, I say everything Chad touches turns to gold. I mean, you might disagree with me, Chad, but that's how I feel. Who's someone you got your eye on right now? That is next.
God. From the deathmatch world, which could go anyway. The guy Akira, who's been, ICW, No Holds Barred. A guy I brought from another promotion, Jay Curcio. We're calling him the mouthpiece. You know, he's going to be that big bad heel, and you're going to see a storyline develop with him starting at Vals Pals. Always the rep, man. The rep is the tag team that hasn't been signed yet. That has to be signed. I say that over and over again. Mimi, you know, Mimi's young. Mimi's gonna.
Oh, Val likes her.
Val loves her, and also Casey Cattell. You know, Casey Cattell's a female talent. Within the year, I see her being signed. You know, so those are a couple of my picks, and there's always more. You know, and there's always guys that you're still developing, and you hope to see good things come with. And I don't run that often, so when I run, I want it to be special, and that's why I have like a certain flow to the show.
Absolutely, yeah, and that's awesome. We spoke to Mimi earlier today. Mimi and Adina ahead of their match this weekend. Akira, we spoke to at the last TCW event, where we're going to have him on hopefully before Vals Pals. Jay Curcio, who you mentioned, we'll be talking to him next Monday ahead of Vals Pals, so very excited for that. Lots of good ones. You mentioned that Ocean Gate street fight. John Wayne Murdoch, who had a great match. I think he put Jake Gage on my lap as he beat him up with a cookie sheet. So that was super fun. So lots of good.
That's also for the After Dark Championship.
That is right. The Pro Wrestling After Dark Championship. Nice. So that's awesome.
Who was the last After Dark champion?
I believe Serpentico.
No, Killer Cross.
Killer Cross. He took it off.
Yeah. So look at that championship run. First champion, Serpentico. Second champion, Killer Cross. Right?
That sells itself right there.
Oh yeah.
And real quick, Chad, let me ask you about this because when you did tell me that there was going to be, now is it a battle royal or like a Royal Rumble type?
So it's going to be a speeded Royal Rumble. It's called the Vals Rumble, so that way WWE doesn't sue me. You know, so
Yes.
Val's Rumble. It's going to be approximately 30 men, and it's going to be every 30 seconds. So it's going to be very fast paced. I don't want it to take up too much of the show. I don't want to drain the fans and drain the audience, and we got a lot of other stuff. So it's approximately 30 man, fast paced, 30-second Rumble.
Nice.
That's awesome. Again, my money is on Kid Carter at number 18. All right. You mentioned Jay Curcio. He's taking on Brandon Kirk. That should be going. Kirk
He's
has been
gonna get killed.
You never know, Kim.
Dude, I saw Brandon Kirk take a light bulb tube in the mouth. That dude is sick.
Yeah.
He's sick.
Oh yeah. I'm not gonna lie. You know, that main event sounds awesome, Chad. But I'm liking the Rep taking on Bear Country. Come on, two of the best tag teams right now on the Indies. Show stealer for sure.
Yeah, they're very familiar with each other. I don't know how many times they've worked each other, but 4 to 10 times they've had matches already. So at this pace, you know, they could take the night how many times they've worked each other. So that's going to be an amazing match.
Love it. And then I'm also seeing Elia Baratz, who I've seen at TCW a bit, versus Rick Recon, who I've been seeing a lot more of recently. That should be a good one.
Yeah. So that's a TCW match. Also, the Wrecking Ball match is TCW. Like we said, LTW has a match also. I don't know if you have that on your list or not. That's Slayer, who's the LTW champion, versus Harley T. Morris.
Yep.
Yes, that's right.
Yeah, what's kind of cool is during their matches, like when it's Billy's matches, Billy's going to be on commentary, you know, promoting his things, talk about his matches. When it's the LTW match, Ace will be on commentary, so he could talk about his promotion and talk about things going on as well. You know, again, like you said, just building up promotions and working together and, you know, being as selfless as I possibly could be, you know?
Absolutely. And Chad and Kim as well. What does it mean to you when you guys, you guys put out this event? There's a great response for it. Personally, for me, I love seeing all these podcasts jump aboard and sponsor these matches. You know, so many of our good friends, 10 podcasts, podcasts, lots of good names jumping on. Funkenstein, I think I might have been on one. But yeah, tell us a little bit about what that means to you guys, that everyone's just kind of jumping on.
Yeah, if you want to go first, Kim.
It's amazing. I mean, we came to wrestling and we didn't expect this. We just expected to go to a show and have fun, you know, and all these people, they meet Val and they fall in love, you know, and they want to help us, and that is heartwarming because in this crappy world that we're in right now, you know, I mean, to see people helping each other and just caring, you know, because we don't have a lot, but I'll give the shirt off my back to anybody. That's just the type of person I am. And to have people help me back in return it's great. You know, it's great just to get that help for Val and to get him the thing so that we can give him more of what he needs, you know, and some of what he wants too, because I try to get him all what he needs, but you know, sometimes getting him the stuff he wants, it goes on the back burner, you know?
Yeah.
So and anything special needs, add like a $1 million to the price tag because it's stupid, you know. It's heartwarming to see all the people coming out to help us, you know. And I thank every single one of you from the bottom of my heart because I mean, it takes a village, and my village is friggin' amazing.
Yeah, I'll run down the sponsors real quick. I have them listed: The Nation Show, Funkenstein Wrestling Superstore, 2310 Wrestling Podcast, Deathmatch Russell, Crimson Mask, and Wrestling IQ 101 gave Kim a private donation at the last TCW show.
Yes.
There we go. Yeah. Andrew Pace. Yep, great dude, man.
Oh, he is. He's a sweetheart. What a good guy.
And a little shameless promo. I think there was one more podcast that I believe is your favorite podcast.
Bob Culture Podcast?
Yeah, that's the one.
That guy. Oh, okay. I forgot that one.
No, I'm being shameless. I'm being terrible. But again, Chad, and thank you. It's an honor as always to work with you and be a part of this. We're all about this. And it's cool to see, like, you know, you guys talk about your reaction, like being at the TCW shows and people coming up to me and be like, hey, like, we're sponsoring a match for Vals Pals. And they just take so much pride in it. And everyone, again, is just like coming together. It's really, really cool for the charitable aspect. And it's going to be a hell of a show. It's going to be great.
It's gonna be amazing.
I can't wait. We'll get a little shameless promo out of the way. Chad, where can everyone kind of get more information about the event, get tickets, all that good stuff?
So they can go to Eventbrite and search Vals Pals or Standalone Wrestling. They can go to Standalone Wrestling, and the event page is there. And they can text me, call me, 609-709-8536. I'm easy to get a hold of. Email standalonewrestling@gmail.com. So plenty of different ways.
Love it. Awesome. And Kim, anything you just want to say to the fans or anyone contributing to the cause?
I just you kill me every time. I just
I'm
want to
sorry.
say thanks. I mean, you guys truly changed. I don't know if you guys grasp how much you've changed our lives. Not even in the monetary way with the donations and stuff. That's wonderful and it helps. It sure helps. But the love my kids, my son, my whole family gets from the wrestling community, my kid's hugging me now.
Okay, Val.
It's amazing, guys. You really don't know how special it is because our life it revolves around caring for Val. That's what our life is. There's not a lot of vacations. There's not a lot of fun things we do besides drive around in our golf cart and have tons of fun doing that. But wrestling has become our thing, and wrestling rescued us, and it did. Because we have the best time at a wrestling show. We come home, we're amped up, we're happy. Val is smiling from ear to ear. Even at the shows, like the last show, he was out of it for a while, but once the wrestling started, he was smiling and he was happy. You were there, Chad. You were sitting with us. He comes alive. So I got to thank all of you and everybody for accepting us and making us a part of your family. And everybody who's donated, thank you from the bottom of my heart. Love you all. We appreciate it more than you'll ever know.
Wow, man, getting me right in the feels. Very well said, guys. I think we'll call it there. Beautifully said, Kim. And everyone listening, October 3rd, Ocean Gate, New Jersey. It's Vals Pals Go to War. Check it out. A heck of a show put together by Mr. Chad Minez. It's going to be great. If you guys can attend, you can also donate a seat, which would be great for, as you see, a great family, great cause. Super Mom Kim over here. And Kim, Chad, thank you guys so much for a few minutes of your time and continued success. And we'll see you at Vals Pals.
Thank you so much, dude. Appreciate it always.
Love you
All right.
guys.
As we always say here on the BCP, everyone, stay safe, stay positive, take care of each other. We are out. Peace.
Thanks, dude.